All right, so we are going to start our new read aloud today, and we are going to be reading The Invention of Hugo Cabret. Can you say Hugo Cabret?
Yeah, Hugo Cabret.
Okay, say Hugo Cabret.
Hugo Cabret.
All right, so this is The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick, and a lot of you noticed that it is quite a chunker. However, it is a Caldecott Medal winner. Now, do you know what it means to be a Caldecott Medal winner?
It's the highest winner of medal you can get as a book, right?
It's not the highest, but it is given for illustrations. Pictures. So there are a lot of pictures in this book. And you'll notice the kind of pictures are kind of like what you see here. Like this is super detailed. You will see and you will recognize why this book is considered to be one of the best picture books. It's not all pictures, okay? But as we open it, I'm just gonna stand. All right.
Wait, how did the pages feel?
It is 2 parts.
250.
The story I'm about to share with you takes place in 1931. Is that before or after World War I?
That's after World War I.
It's after World War I. Is it before or after World War II?
Before. It's in it.
It's before World War II.
No, it's in it. Isn't it? Or doesn't World War II happen in like? It starts at 44. World War II.
41. 39. Takes place in 1931 under the rooftops of Paris. Where's Paris? France. Here you will meet a boy named Hugo Cabret, who once, long ago, discovered a mysterious drawing that changed his life forever. But before you turn the page, I want you to picture yourself sitting in the darkness, like the beginning of a movie. On screen, the sun will soon rise, and you will find yourself zooming toward a train station in the middle of the city. You will rush through the doors into a crowded lobby. You will eventually spot a boy amid the crowd, and he will start to move through the train station. Follow him, because this is Hugo Cabret. His head is full of secrets, and he's waiting for his story to begin. Professor H. Alcafrizba. All right, so part 1, the thief. All right, so this is what you're picturing the darkness, right?
That man's so thick because of the pictures. I saw a movie.
Shh. Where are we? Train station. Do you see him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Get over here. Hey.
Hugo.
You have encountered a wild Hugo.
We're following Hugo just like the professor told us to. There he is. Okay, Travis, it says Professor H. Alcafrizbas. Okay, he's running. Shh. He's outside the crowd now. He didn't just kill someone. This is along the wall. This is a vent. Shh. No.
I want to climb through a vent.
He's in the vent.
Shh.
Who saw him go in the vent?
Me.
Who here saw him go in the vent?
The banquets. Whoever, like at the concession stand.
He is, what does he make?
Oh,
Toys. These are toys.
my God, he's not a concession.
Shh.
No.
Toys.
I think it's thick only because of all the pictures.
How does he look? Does he look happy to see Hugo?
No.
Nope.
He's mad.
He's mad.
Why are we getting like an eye shot?
Now we're looking at the clock. Why are we looking at the clock? We don't know why we're looking at the clock.
Because he wasn't seeing the clock.
He's behind the clock. Could you see it here?
This moment.
No. Can see it here. Stop.
Go back to that picture. Wait. Go back to that picture.
All right, so here he is looking outside the clock. From his perch behind the clock, Hugo could see everything. He rubbed his fingers nervously against the small notebook in his pocket and told himself to be patient. The old man in the toy booth was arguing with a girl. She was about Hugo's age, and he often saw her go into the booth with a book under her arm and disappear behind the counter. The old man looked agitated today. Had he figured out some of his toys were missing? Well, there was nothing to be done about that now. Hugo needed the toys. The old man and the girl argued some more, and finally she closed her book and ran off. This is the girl.
This is a love story.
Shh. Thankfully, within moments, the old man had crossed his arms in front of him and closed his eyes. Hugo crept through the walls, came out through an air vent, and hurried down the hall until he reached the toy booth. Nervously, he rubbed the notebook one last time, then curiously lowered his hand around the wind-up toy he wanted. But suddenly there was a movement from inside the booth, and the sleeping old man sprang to life. Before Hugo could run, the old man grabbed his arm. The little blue wind-up mouse Hugo had taken fell from his hand, skidded across the counter, and landed on the floor with a crack. "Thief! Thief!" the old man yelled down the empty hallway. "Someone called the station inspector!" At the mention of the station inspector, Hugo panicked. He twisted and tried to get away, but the old man pulled hard on his arm and wouldn't let go. "I finally caught you. Now empty your pockets." Hugo growled like a dog. He was furious with himself for being caught. The old man squeezed tighter until Hugo was practically standing on his toes. "You're hurting me." "Empty your pockets." Reluctantly, one by one, Hugo pulled out dozens of objects, screws and nails and bits of metal, gears and crumpled playing cards, tiny pieces of clockworks, cogs and wheels. He pulled out a crushed box of matches and some small candles. "You'll have one more pocket to go," the old man said. "There's nothing in it." "Then turn it inside out." "I don't have anything of yours. Let me go." "Where is the station inspector?" the old man yelled down the hallway again. "Why is he never around when he is needed?" If the station inspector in his green uniform appeared at the end of the hallway, Hugo knew everything would be over. The boy struggled against the old man, but it was no use. Finally, his hand trembling, Hugo reached into his pocket and pulled out his small, battered cardboard notebook. The cover had been rubbed smooth. Still holding onto the boy's arm, the man snatched the notebook away, set it down out of Hugo's reach, opened it, and flipped through the pages. One page caught the man's eye. This is the page that caught the man's eye.
It's an automaton.
It's him.
It's an automaton.
Shh. Stop. See how there's cogs inside? Stop. I'm not talking to you. I was talking to the people that didn't see it. Right? I thought that was my hand for a second. It doesn't look just like my hand, but it looks like a hand for sure. Mm-hmm. "Give that back to me. It's mine," cried Hugo. "Ghosts," the old man muttered to himself. "I knew they would find me here eventually." He closed the notebook. The expression on his face changed rapidly from fear to sadness to anger. Who are you, boy? Did you draw these pictures? Hugo didn't answer him. I said, did you draw these pictures? Hugo growled again and spit on the floor. Who did you steal this notebook from? I didn't steal it. The old man grunted, and with a push, he finally let go of Hugo's arm. Leave me alone then. Stay away from me and my toy booth. Hugo rubbed his arm and stepped backward, accidentally crushing the wind-up mouse he had dropped. The old man shuddered at the sound of the breaking toy. Hugo picked up the broken pieces and placed them on the counter. I can't leave without my notebook. It is no longer your notebook. It is mine, and I will do with it what I want. The old man waved Hugo's box of matches in the air. Perhaps I will burn it. No! The old man collected the contents of Hugo's pockets, including the notebook. He placed them in a handkerchief, tied it up, and covered it with his hands. Then tell me about the drawings. Who did them? Hugo said nothing. The old man slammed a fist down on the counter, shaking all the toys. Get out of here, you little thief. You're the thief, Hugo yelled as he turned and ran off. The old man yelled something after him, but all Hugo heard was the clicking of his own shoes echoing off the station walls. So why do you think the toy maker said ghosts? Do you think he's seen that picture before or something that might look like it? Perhaps those of you that haven't seen the movie already?
Isn't it called Hugo?
It is.
I've never seen the book.
It's a good movie. It's not.
I mean, you've seen the book. Can we see the movie once we're done with the book?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's on Disney Plus.
Is it?
Is it on Disney Plus or Netflix?
I don't know.
Why can't we? Well,
I just said I don't know. I didn't say no. I said I don't know. All right. So what we can see here is that the toy maker my hands are dry. The toy maker is very much, well, I mean, is it really mean to not want your source of living to be stolen? Yeah, it's that, yeah, his reaction to steal Hugo's.
One to others as you have others doing to you.
Yeah, his reaction to steal Hugo's notebook was not really great, but I think he's convinced that Hugo stole it from somewhere. Because he kept on saying, who did you steal this from? Who did you steal this from? Who did you steal this from? And Hugo was not answering him, and that was really bothering him.
He's up here. When you go a little bit more to the side, aim it to the TV. Your estimate is coming.
Travis.
So, oh my God, you can see the screen. All right, so what happened is, so the boy was looking, he was trying to find something maybe, and he wanted to get some money quickly. So he took events, he went, and then he found, okay, so he looked at 3 o'clock, and he saw the toy maker, and he saw the fight with the toy maker and the girl, and the toy maker thought that was the thing because it was she just looked just like her, and then she got mad and drove off, and then he came down and he started walking back, and then he tried to steal one of the toys. And
So do you think it's the toys that he's after? What is he after?
the cogs and the gears.
What makes you think that?
I mean,
If you didn't know, what makes you think that?
because he had it all in his pocket.
Because he didn't have like real stuff in his pocket. He had screws and bolts and gears and springs.
He's trying to make
And
a robot.
so he had things he was using parts of, right? He had parts to put together. So that kind of makes it so that we can infer, right? We can infer that he's not stealing stuff just to have stuff. He's stealing things for their parts, not a good thing to do. Like he's still in the wrong. We don't know much more besides that yet. But what we do know is that Hugo is trying to build something. Okay. And we can also infer that his notebook probably has the key to what he's trying to build, right? That's why he's so upset about his notebook being gone, right? It's the key. You might have, but
I've watched this movie before.
Hugo cabinet books are there?
just one.
How come they have a half a face on it? I wouldn't have a bunch of them for them put all the face on it. Oh.
Get ready.
However, if you take the book Wonderstruck, which is not back there, and I don't know why.
Wait, so you don't have it or you do?
I do have it. But if you take Wonderstruck and put it next to this, they do make kind of a face together.
Did we get it?
I don't know where it is.
Are they real faces?
They are.
At the elementary school, there's a bunch of books. Well, in the library, there's a bunch of books that have a bunch of faces that connect.
Yep.
Make a face with a bunch of books.
Yeah, so they do actually connect together.
I will say that the movie like almost perfectly captured what's in the book.